Yeah, we're at the track, covering the sport of kings. Coming up in this week's presentation, a flurry of holiday race days at Caymanas Park, including the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes. Top 2-year-olds in action too in the Barbados Boxing Day Stakes and Trophy at the Garrison Savannah. It was First Citizens Gold Cup Day at TNT Santa Rosa Park. Would the 4-year-old colt Hello World repeat? A massive triple stakes weekend for Barbadian trainer Saffie Joseph Jr. in the USA. Plus the usual update on the number of Caribbean victories in North America. Our opening story coming from Jamaica,
where top trainer Garrison Savannah and ex-champion jockey Dane Dawkins grabbed the spotlight Saturday. Dawkins with 4 wins and Savannah with 3. Here they team up with a 2,000 guineas and St. Leger winner of 2 seasons ago, Blue Vinyl, for a dominant victory in the Will in Charge Trophy. Back-to-back Will in Charge wins for trainer Garrison Savannah, who scored last year with Sistren Treasure. Multiple trophy wins this season as well for groom Lindell Bennett, who also takes care of Horse of the Year Atomica. At 9-5 odds, M&M Racing Stables Indra-plagued Blue Vinyl for his first win in 14 months. Lands Saturday's Will in Charge Trophy by a widening 6 lengths. Only the 3rd start this year for the 5-year-old. The winning time for 8 furlongs, a stakes record, 138.61. 3 days later, Tuesday's Christmas Eve card, a platform for the speedy 4-year-old filly Bootylicious to advertise how improved she is. Hardly fancied to top Mute Mile contenders Desert of Malibu and Pack Plays in the Chris Armond Memorial Sprint. But under jockey Ismael Velasquez, she was in control from the start and never headed. Watched in the combox by Brian Rickman.
The fleet-footed Bootylicious leads them up. Desert of Malibu rubbing shoulders with Money Market as they drive inside the final 3/16. Bootylicious on that lead. Desert of Malibu now let loose down against the rail, but it is Bootylicious continuing to hold tough. They are on the rail. Here comes Desert of Malibu now and Radish Roman. Bootylicious inside the final 16th with a 1-length advantage. It's Bootylicious. Desert of Malibu trying to close but can't. Bootylicious wins the Chris Armond.
First win at Caymanas Park for Panamanian jockey Ismael Velasquez. Bootylicious lands her 8th win in 15 lifetime starts. A 2nd Passad win in the Chris Armond Sprint in 4 years. Her trainer Peter John Passad's dad Ian had won the 2021 edition with Father Patrick. Favourably handicapped at just 104 pounds, Bootylicious follows up her mid-December Awufa Sprint victory with a score here by a half length at 4-1 odds, fending off the late challenge of the 4-5 favourite Desert of Malibu. The winning time for 5.5 furlongs, 1 minute 5.98 seconds. 6 runners will contest Thursday's Boxing Day feature Jamaica 2-year-old stakes, the betting favouring the filly Danka to give trainer Richard Azan his 2nd win in the event in 3 years, having scored in 2022 with Mojito. But Danka well off the pace here, approaching the final bend.
Strong Mind out in front. Lavisa continues the chase. Hazelnut left back. There goes Burning Hedge. Danka now asked to go on. And Mr. Lee relegated to the back of the pack as they're coming into the lane. It is Strong Mind near the rail. A Burning Hedge now kicking in on the outside. And Burning Hedge now snatches the lead. Strong Mind the rider. A Busy Man trying to fight back. But Burning Hedge has left the 3/16th with a clear lead. And is now under the right-hand stick. It is a Burning Hedge. Danka trying to run on the outside. Lavisa in between horses. Strong Mind back against the rail. But it is Burning Hedge inside the final 16th. This is the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes. Burning Hedge and Dick Cardenas run out convincing winners, maybe 7 or 8 ahead of Lavisa.
Coming from last to first, ex-champion jockey Panama-born Dick Cardenas confidently steers Burning Hedge to a big win in Jamaica's richest 2-year-old race for owner, trainer and breeder Carl Anderson. At 7-2 odds, upsetting more fancied rivals and beating the 2nd favourite Lavisa by 8.5 lengths, the biggest victory margin in the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes since Princess Popstar's 2013 win by 5.5 lengths. Burning Hedge clocks 141.51 for the 1-mile run. Well, they didn't win the biggest events over the Christmas holiday period, but title-chasing jockeys Radish Roman and Tevin Foster combined for 13 wins over the 3 race days. And it's Roman who had 7 victories heading into Saturday's last race day of the year in pole position for the title with 132 victories, 3 ahead of Foster.
The Crown of Light Boxing Day Stakes presented by Diamonds International was Thursday's main event at the Garrison Savannah in Barbados.
It was expected to be a showdown between the island's leading 2-year-old, the filly Nostradasa, and the colt Valiant, who impressively won on debut last month. And it was, watched by Dean Springer in the combox.
They get inside the quarter pole, and Nostradamus, Ray Williams still statuesque. That's the leader by 2. On the outside here comes Mandarin Oriental. Valiant trying to get closer as well. As they turn to the judge, the Corsi has had enough. It is Nostradamus trying to make all the running, but on the outside, here comes Valiant. It is Nostradamus and Valiant in the middle of the course. Nostradamus on the right-hand drive, Valiant also on the right-hand drive. He asks her a question, she doesn't answer.
Champion jockey Ricky Walcott perfectly measures this race as Valiant, owned by Jerry Aline and Mr. RJ, makes it 2 wins from 2 starts for trainer Robert Pierce. Valiant at 3-2 odds by 3/4 of a length over the favourite Nostradasa in the Boxing Day Stakes and Trophy race, clocking 136.80 for the 7.8 furlong trip. 3rd year in a row, Walcott rides the big 2-year-old Boxing Day race winner, following Matilda in 2022 and Mercedes last year.
At TNT's Santa Rosa Park, 8 runners faced the starter in the first Citizens Gold Cup, including the defending champion, undefeated this year, Hello World.
3 of the entries from the bond of champion trainer John O'Brien going for a 3rd consecutive Gold Cup win, among them the favourite Hello World. Last month's impressive Stewards Cup winner Sneaky Cheeky expected to be Hello World's biggest threat, but having taken control mid-race, it was clear there would be a repeat Gold Cup winner.
With 400 meters to go at the top of the stretch, and Hello World brings them there. The Goddess Nike in 2nd spot, Sneaky Cheeky in 3rd, then comes Mia's Cat and Striking Chrome, Princess Aruna. El Chico Malo is done inside the final furlong, and Hello World is starting to insert himself. And Hello World, what a champion! He's going to remain unbeaten this season, and that's 4 for Kellowan and 4 for O'Brien.
John Rupert on commentary. New TNT champion jockey Dylan Kellowan up for the win for champion trainer John O'Brien. The Poon Tip Farms 4-year-old colt Hello World, undefeated this year and wins his 8th race in a row. 4 wins on the afternoon for jockey Kellowan and trainer O'Brien. Hello World repeats as Gold Cup champion in a bigger victory margin and faster time than he delivered last year. 2:08.47 for 10 furlongs, 11 3/4 lengths clear of the Goddess Nike and Princess Aruna in a 1-2-3 finish for O'Brien, closing out the season with a 9th Gold Cup win and a record-extending 21st TNT Trainers title.
Finally, I keep saying there's hardly an at-the-track presentation without a Saffie Joseph Jr. story. This past weekend, huge for the 37-year-old Barbadian trainer with not 1 or 2, but 3 stakes wins in the USA.
The biggest of them, Saturday's $165,000 Sewanee River Stakes on turf at Gulfstream Park in Florida, where Saffie is the champion and current leading trainer. And it doesn't matter that Hall of Fame trainers Todd Pletcher, Mark Cassie and Christophe Clement all have starters here, because Saffie's 4-year-old filly Be Your Best, with top jockey Edgar Zas aboard in the green cap, advertises her name in the win.
Be Your Best takes over now from Suanatra Ocean Club, looking for some place to go. Be My Sunshine loose for the drive. They're 1/8 of a mile out. Be Your Best kicks now by 2. In between horses, Ocean Club down the center, breath away, weaving through traffic, Papilio, but Be Your Best has fled the scene. Be Your Best is best in the Swanee River.
Back-to-back stakes wins this for Be Your Best. Edgar Zas aboard. Saffie enjoying his best ever season with over 260 wins, 35 of them stakes triumphs. And he's number 6 on the North American trainers list this year with over $6.5 million in horses earnings. Edgar Zas, who was 3rd in the Jamaica Derby back in August, aboard Captain Sparrow with a Sewanee River Stakes win here by a length aboard Be Your Best for Saffie, topping the Mark Cassie trained Papilio and clocking 133.42 over a mile on turf. Earlier on Saturday's Gulfstream Park card, Saffie had kicked off his flurry of stakes wins with a 3-year-old filly, Mystic Lake here, landing the Sugar Swirl Stakes by 3/4 of a length as the 3-5 favourite with Irad Ortiz aboard. And Saffie was also achieving added minute success over 1,000 miles away from Florida Saturday at Oaklawn Park in Arkansas, with a 7-5 favourite Spirit Wind on the jockey Fernando Jara by just under a length in the Poinsettia Stakes.
Our weekly tally of Caribbean wins in the USA now before we go. In the past week, since our last show, I've counted 14 of them. Among them, 2 for the Barbadian rider Rashawn Blanche at Mahoning Valley in Ohio. The Barbadian jockey Rashid Hughes, fresh from his jockey's title success at Central Downs in Canada, had a win at Turf Paradise in Arizona, where the St. Croix-born Kevin Krieger also rode a winner. We've been at the track, covering top stories and exciting races in the Sport of Kings. Check us out again next week.